Ever since I was little, there's something that's been inside of me that makes me want to do everything on my own. I thrive on my own independence, and although skydiving in Dubai definitely was top bucket list kind of thing for me, it wasn't good enough. I needed to conquer this on my own. So I signed up to get my skydiving license.
1 break, 2 full break, 4 beautiful.
Full break, full.
I always used to daydream about me filming this video, about telling you guys how I got my skydiving license, and it's just surreal that it's like happening right now. It's such a surreal feeling. Sorry, I'm so hungry. In case you're wondering what I'm eating an acai bowl. Dubai has like a lot of acai places, really good acai places. I'd have to say my favorite are the Acai Spot and Acai Beach. Sharing with you guys my process of getting my skydiving license, which was insane, in such an amazing good way. And so many questions in my Instagram DMs about skydiving license, how it works, what it is, how you get it, and etc. So that is what this video is going to be all about. Make sure you guys follow me on my social media account. I say accounts, but I only have an Instagram, which is at maryjanebyarm. I don't have a Twitter, I don't have a Facebook, I don't have a TikTok, I don't have anything besides an Instagram and a YouTube account, and an email. So yeah, follow me at maryjanebyarm. Make sure you like the video, make sure you're subscribed. Tons of skydiving content coming for you guys. Like, are you kidding me? Tomorrow I'm going to go skydiving, and I'm going to film like a typical day of skydiving. So I'll bring you guys to the drop zone in Dubai. Hopefully I'll have a couple of my friends there. Maybe I can get like a short interview of a couple of my friends. Who are skydivers. I'll show you around the drop zone in Dubai where you get the license. That'll be tomorrow. Today I'm just telling you guys everything about it and showing you guys my jumps A through E. Okay, so I'll tell you how it all started. I follow this guy on Instagram named Jacob, and he is like a really cool, he does a lot of car content, but before that I think he was just kind of like a really adventurous travel guy, which is why I followed him. And I saw this video of him dropping from a helicopter, like hanging on to a helicopter and then just letting go and falling in the sky. And I'm like, hold on. What is this? Like, I didn't even know skydiving was a sport. I didn't know anything about it. I just like seen this video and I'm like, I need this. I need this. What is happening? Told you guys. Hello? Okay, I'm coming. Thank you. This fire went off inside of me, or this fire sparked inside of me, and I'm like, what is happening? I need to do this. I need to be this. So I started doing research on his account, and he was talking about how he got his skydiving license and it was one of the best things he's ever done, and like he skydives all over the world now and this and that. This is the first time I'm hearing about skydiving as a sport for just anyone. I did not know that you could just skydive for fun. I thought that you had to do tandem, which is where you're either skydiving with someone on your back and you like do it once. It's like a tourist activity, and then or I thought it was like for the military. I did not know that you could just skydive for fun. So this is the first time I'm hearing about it. I'm freaked out. I'm inspired, and I'm very obsessive. I'm an obsessive person. If I like something, I really like that thing. And so I started doing research, and I found out that Dubai is the best place on earth, basically, to get your skydiving license. It has the best drop zone. All the greats basically got their skydiving license in Dubai. The views are amazing. The campus in the desert is amazing. I'm doing all this research. So I literally, this is about 2 years ago, I say to my sister, I'm going to go to Dubai and get my skydiving license. And she's like, do it. She's like, yeah, that'll be really cool. And I'm like, yeah, I'm 100% doing this. So in the back of my head these last 2 years, I've always known I was going to come to Dubai when I had time to get my skydiving license. Like, it's just my challenge came up of me visiting 100 countries in 1 year, and then like when I did that, I was on such a high to like keep visiting and keep crossing countries off my list. I just didn't see how I was going to be in Dubai long enough to like get a license, like, because I was on such this high of like, you know, visiting every single country in the world and crossing these countries off my list. Sorry. Oh my god, that's so good. Oh my god, that's so good. Skydiving license, I'm like, I may have to wait till I'm done visiting every country in the world so that I'll have enough time to like sit in Dubai and get my license. I am so depressed. I am freaking out. I am in another world. I don't know what's happening. I'm not used to not traveling. I'm in this very depressed state in my life. And I'm doing research on the internet, seeing which countries are open, because I'm like, I've got to travel. I will go to wherever I need to go and sit there, but I've got to. I can't be in the US, right? So I do research and I see that Dubai is open. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is perfect. I'm going to go to Dubai and I'm going to stay there until years, and I'm going to get my skydiving license. Like, this is perfect. This is all like falling into place. So I'm here, I'm in Dubai, and I was like, I want to join your school. And they emailed me back right away, and they were like, yeah, so we'll put you on the wait list because we can only have so many students at once, and then because of COVID, and then when we start accepting new students, we'll email you back and let you know. I was kind of writing it off. I'm like, I just feel like this isn't gonna happen because, like, yeah, everything's so complicated with COVID and everything. Basically, like a week and a half later, I got an email back saying that they're accepting new students. Like, my heart dropped when I saw the email. And they're like, yeah, we're gonna have you. Here's our requirements. You have to be this height, this weight. You can't have any health complications. You have to basically, there's like a couple requirements. And then they said you pay, basically for the ground school, you pay $5,000 US is the equivalent. And that covers your ground school, your jumps, the equipment, everything. And then there's a series of 7 jumps. And those 7 jumps, once you complete them, you have your license, your AFF license, which is the first license you need to become a professional skydiver. So I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh my god, this is not happening. Like, there's no way. How is this just all falling into place? I thought this would be way more difficult. I'm freaking out, right? So basically, they're like, yeah, come on, let's just say a Thursday, and then we're going to have ground school. Ground school basically is where no one's jumping. You basically have school all day long. So I remember school started, we got to the drop zone, which is far outside of Dubai. It's like an hour outside of Dubai in the desert. And we just started at 9 a.m. and I think we left at like 7:30 p.m. That's how long the ground school is. You're basically learning about skydiving in a crash course. We're learning about nuisance, factors. We're learning about what happens in an emergency, like say your parachute has a hole in it, or your parachute is tangled when you pull it, or let's say you get caught on the back of the plane on accident, or you know, we're learning about that. We're also learning the literal physics of skydiving. We're learning how to jump out. We're learning all this stuff, but we're not actually jumping out of the plane. And then they said, okay, come back tomorrow and we'll actually jump. And I remember I was just like, hold on. Wait, so soon? Like, I was very excited to jump, but I didn't know that it would be like the day after we had school. So basically, we each got these books. Oh yeah, you have to pass a test as well. They send you a PDF, and then you have to study it and pass the test. If you don't pass the test, you don't get to do skydiving. The test is pretty intense. So yeah, I know a lot of people came here to figure out the cost of skydiving. It was, everything together cost me about $6,500 US. $6,500 US is the complete everything that I've literally paid for in a whole. Going to school is expensive too, because I don't have a car in Dubai, and every single time I go to the desert, it costs me $50. Yeah, that's Dubai for you. It's very expensive. So I pay $50 literally every time I go to the drop zone for my cabs. Yeah. So anyways, once I paid $100 because he waited for me the whole time, but I don't have them wait for me anymore. So basically they give you this book if you go to the Skydive Dubai. And this book is literally everything. It is what you go over in ground school. We literally go through the whole thing in ground school. Oh yeah, we also learn landing patterns, how to land, where to land. Very important stuff. We learn about accidents, like if accidents happen sometimes. Some people's parachutes open early, and then your parachute gets caught on the wing of the plane, and you're hanging on the back of the plane because your parachute is stuck to the plane and it's tangled. We learn about water landings, what happened if you accidentally land in water. We learn about malfunctions. You cannot go on to the next jump until you pass that first jump. So the first jump is jump A, jump B, jump C, 1, jump C2. Jump D1, jump D2. No, I'm sorry. It's A, jump B. Jump C, jump D1, jump D2, jump E1, jump E2. That's a series of 7 jumps. Each 7 jumps has a different requirement that you need to pass. You will keep repeating that previous jump if you don't perfect it. I repeated jump C1 and jump D1 because I failed them the first time. Basically, it might be like, okay, the first jump is easy because you're being held on each side. That's why you have to wear that jumpsuit. It has handles on it. So there's a jumper, there's someone on the right side of you holding you, there's someone on the left side holding you. Once you get to jump D, no one's holding you. You are jumping completely by yourself, and you need to be pulling at the correct altitude, and you need to be doing everything perfect to go on to the next jump. Yeah, so basically, yeah. I finished in 9 jumps. Some people finish in 7 jumps if you perfect each jump perfectly. I actually liked the fact that I made mistakes because it taught me, okay, wow, I made a mistake. Now I know what it feels like to make a mistake, so I can get that off. I can get that crossed off. You'll if you guys get your skydiving license, you'll see that. Like, they tell you, they're constantly telling you about all these mistakes that will happen at some point. So it's just kind of like anticipation when no accidents happen. So it's like, oh my god, what's going to happen when an accident happens? Am I going to freak out? Am I going to die? So like, it's really, to me, it was really relieving to have accidents and to fail on some things while I'm skydiving, because it makes me be like, oh yeah, I can fix it. Or like, I've had accidents, really bad accidents. Maybe I'll do a story time. I almost literally died at one point. But I'm very glad that that accident happened to me, because now I know I will never do that thing again, right? Yeah, basically, I made a right turn. So when you have I'm not going to go into the skydiving. If you guys want to know about skydiving, take the course, but I'm not going to sit there and explain it because it's too much to explain. But like, basically, you right turn, shoots, you have the the toggles in your hand, which are what control the parachute. To make a right turn, you look right, pull, pull. To make a left turn, you look left, pull, pull. Basically, you can't turn like a full 90-degree turn. You need to bring it all the way down here. You can't turn under 300 feet. I made a full 90-degree right turn under 300 feet, which caused what you don't realize is you're coming in so hot. Like, you're coming in so fast. You cannot tell looking on the outside, but actually being the one in the canopy, you're going so fast when you're landing that this is where all the deaths happen. Deaths don't happen in skydiving when you're just falling. Deaths happen when you're in the parachute, because that's when you're landing, right? So that's like kind of the most important part of skydiving. So yeah, I made a mistake, and Abdul Bari was screaming at me. I love Abdul Bari, but he was screaming no, because we have a walkie-talkie in our helmets. So he was screaming, and I thought I was literally gonna die. He also thought I was gonna die, or he said he thought I was gonna be paralyzed, because I made a full right turn, which caused my canopy to crash into the ground, and my whole body just went boom right on the ground. It was terrible. It was really bad, because once you're under 300 feet, arms up, let the thing land, let it land, put your arms up, legs up. And that's why you hear in that video Abdul Bari saying to me, hands up, hands up, hands up,
hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up,
hands up, hands up. Because like, for some reason, Maryjane wants to make a turn when I'm close to the ground. And that's why I kept saying hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up. Because like, that's where I made my mistake. I brought the right toggle down, Lord knows why. And it was on a windy day. And the whole parachute literally, you know how it's like upright? The whole thing turned and slammed me into the ground. Good thing I had a helmet on, because I was really banged up. I couldn't walk for like 2 days. It was pretty bad. But I was like faking. I was like, yeah, I'm good. I jumped up. I'm like, I'm fine, fine, fine. I like started crying afterward, and I went home because I was really upset at myself for not passing. I'm very much a perfectionist. So I wasn't afraid that I was about to die. I was afraid that I was actually upset at myself for making such a stupid mistake. Line up all my jumps so you could just watch them all the way through without me talking and interrupting. But yeah, basically now I am working on my A license. I should be finished next week. I'm really excited to finish that, because that's the next license. There is your first license for skydiving is your AFF license. The next license would be the A license. The A license is recognized worldwide. So with the A license, I can jump anywhere in the world with a drop zone by myself. I can jump from a helicopter. I can jump from a hot air balloon. I can jump anywhere in this world. I can jump in Belize. I can jump in Barcelona. I can jump in Japan. I can jump in New Jersey. I can jump anywhere there's a drop zone. Anywhere there's skydiving, I can go by myself. No more tandems. Nobody on my back. And I am now a professional skydiver, which I cannot believe. Oh my gosh, it's just complete dream come true. And that is a video about me getting my skydiving license. It was literally probably the top 3 most greatest things that I'm proud of. I can't even talk. It's like, getting my skydiving license is one of the greatest things I've ever done in my life. Probably top 3 greatest things I've ever done in my life so far. And I'm excited to keep going. I'm excited to jump from helicopters all over the planet. I'm excited to jump from anything. Hot air balloons. That's why I wanted this license so bad. I just want to jump by myself and go all over the planet. It adds a new excitement to traveling for me as well now, because now when I travel, I'm like, oh, I want to see what the drop zone is like. I want to jump there. Now when I go back to countries, everyone tells me you got to jump in Barcelona. It's a beautiful view, a beautiful place to jump. Now I'm excited to get on hot air balloons, because I want to jump off them now, and I can by myself. It's just the greatest thing I've ever done.
it's just the red flashing light. Red light flashing. With the screen. Oh, what are you going to do?